Now, from Into Tomorrow, this is an ITTV special report.
The Intel AppUp Developer Program is how game developers monetize their apps and sell them in the Intel AppUp Center App Store, where you can download fun apps for your netbooks and tablets, like the Into Tomorrow app for free at the App Store with the AppUp Center. It's late in the day by the time we're doing this, so you know. But our next guests are a lot of fun, and we're delighted to have with us once again the Developer Marketing Manager from Intel, the App Developer Program, Gina Bovara. Hi, Gina.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. Thanks for having me back.
It's a pleasure to have you. You're so much fun. And when you see our show page for this week's show at intotomorrow.com, you'll know what I'm talking about. And you'll certainly want to see the video of all of the interviews, but especially with Gina.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. See, I did that to you yesterday, and now you're using it nonstop.
Yes, I did. That was great, wasn't it?
And the tech strategist who's very patiently waiting to be introduced from the Intel AppUp Developer Program is Scott Crabtree. Hey, Scott, how are you?
Good. Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure. Thanks for putting up with Gina and I, first of all.
My pleasure.
Let's talk about these developer sessions that you guys are doing here at GDC. What does that mean? And remember, with our general public audience on radio, give us a little more of an idea about what that's like and game developers and how they work with you and so forth.
Sure. So here at GDC, we're talking to all the game developers about how to get their apps in our AppUp Center App Store. And so we've trained several hundred of them today in sessions that happened this morning. And so all those brand new developers who will be using our SDK to get their games in our AppUp Center.
And SDK is, of course, Software Developer Kit. Just
yes.
to be sure that in case people don't know.
When they get their games in the AppUp Center, consumers will be able to download them. So consumers can be looking forward soon to a whole flood of new games in the AppUp Center. It'll be very exciting.
You're motivating even more folks here at GDC to say, oh, we can do that. Let me do that. Let me make some money on it even, right?
And the cool thing about apps is that it really opens up a new opportunity for up-and-coming game developers and up-and-coming app developers. So the App Lab today was filled with the next generation of app developers. So the next Angry Birds or whatever is going to come from some young kid who got excited today about it. And it's really fun to see.
That's got to warm the cockles of your heart, too.
It really
when
does.
You're there giving some good tips and advice, and you see all these eyes light up, and so, oh, I've got ideas.
You know, it's easy for us to be excited about AppUp and the developer program. We're supposed to be. It's our work, you know. But when we go and talk to developers and they get really genuinely excited about it, it's exciting. As you say, it warms the cockles of our hearts and makes our day.
Yep.
And this all only started about 2 years ago, right? This is really what you guys are doing in its infancy as it is, and yet the popularity is incredible.
Right. We launched the developer program 2 years ago in September 2009, and then we launched the consumer store at CES 2010. So it just celebrated its 1-year anniversary.
Wow. And already more and more people jumping on board with a lot of apps that range from free to a couple of bucks to a lot of bucks, whatever the case, based on what you're looking for and what you need. And there's so many cool things, and that's what's neat about on so many different platforms as well. The gamers, game developers that are, of course, what this conference is all about, are here saying, I need to do more because I've got a great game and I want the world to experience it.
Right. A lot of them can multiply their revenue streams by getting it in multiple app stores, and so they're seeing the Intel AppUp Center as a great way to add more revenue to their revenue stream.
What's the #1 download app? I know you're going to probably say the Into Tomorrow app, but aside from that, you know, what else is getting most attention in the Intel AppUp Center?
I think it's Rovio's Angry Birds. We recently added that to the AppUp Center. It's the #1 downloaded app of all time, and so that has been a very popular download the past couple months.
So now folks can put it on their netbooks or notebooks or tablets?
Yes.
By accessing it through the Intel AppUp Center?
Yeah, it's been fun to see. People can download it, and because you can play it on a PC now, you can connect that to your television, and so people for the first time are playing Angry Birds in their living rooms on huge screens.
Chris, are you doing that yet?
Fun.
Chris has, I don't know how, well, because he has too much free time apparently, even though he's a newlywed, go figure. He's gone through all the levels of Angry Birds, and is Gina's looking up to him like, oh my God.
He's a rock star. I can't believe it. He's a rock star.
Well, he's a bird star anyway. I don't know about rocks, but there's tweet. What are some of your favorite apps? What are you guys really getting into these days?
Well, you know, I'm a gamer, not just a game developer, but a game player, and so one of my favorite apps is a game called Goals. It's from the Game Creators. It's a soccer game, and it's a really fun experience on netbook and laptop, and so I really like Goals.
Cool.
Yep, and my new favorite one, other than Into Tomorrow, because that's always my top favorite
Oh,
app.
aren't you the sweetest thing?
But my second favorite app now is Slingo Deluxe, which is created by Funkatron. And it's awesome on a touchscreen tablet. You just click some columns, some numbers roll, and it's sort of like you feel like you're in Vegas, like you're playing slots.
It's a great game.
Ooh.
Yes, it's a great game. I love it.
So it's a fun
I'm
way
addicted to that one.
No doubt.
Yes.
And Angry Birds, of course.
And Angry Birds, of course. But I
that's-
stink
but
at Angry Birds.
No, you're just Chris will give you some tips, I'm sure. Like just keep at it or something.
Yes.
But what's neat about the one you're describing, what is it?
Slingo.
Slingo.
Yep.
Is it almost sounds like the thing you have to do with Angry Birds? Because aren't you slingshotting them around?
Sort of,
or-
but
yeah?
Slingo is like bingo, only it's a grid of numbers, and you have to match rows of numbers and columns of numbers.
Do you have
and
to add and subtract?
No,
Oh,
no, no,
good.
no.
So I
It's
can even
completely
play it.
brainless. It's like Angry Birds. It's just, you sit, you play, you forget about everything else, and you have fun.
And
It's
that-
completely brainless. You've described a game
Yeah.
for me.
An app is worth 1,000 words, or if it's the Into Tomorrow app, worth
Yep.
10,000 words probably.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, we're going to have Scott back on, too.
Yes.
See how
This is
that-
great. Us together, isn't that
I'm
great?
telling you, what a good team.
I know.
are.
It's
We
fantastic.
have to do this next time and have more time. We'll get a bigger
Yeah.
segment next time.
Yes,
that'll be
please.
cool. Yeah.
All right. Well, you've got to check out the fun things that Gina and Scott and their teams are working on because they've got a lot of great stuff. Just visit appdeveloper.intel.com because really that's where it's at. If you're an app developer like our Horatio, and Gina tells me he did our app in record time. Well, it helps that he already did it on Android and iPhone, and he has all the basis stuff. And then it was very easy, apparently, to port it on over. I'm looking over at him off camera, and he's going, yeah, it was very easy to port it on over to the Intel AppUp program. So if you're a developer especially, get to appdeveloper.intel.com. Maybe you want to be a developer. They'll help you, too, with all kinds of great ideas. Check it out. Thank you both very much for joining us Into Tomorrow.
Thanks,
Thanks
Dave.
for having us.
Back with more from GDC in San Francisco. I'm Dave Graveline. This is Into Tomorrow on the Advanced Media Network.